Swept clean, but empty. Does that describe any Baptist you know? Huh? Swept clean, but empty. Right? Stopped doing what was wrong, never started doing what was right. Okay? Never got their life filled with Christ once it was empty of everything else. Swept clean, but empty. So now Peter says, be filled with the Holy Spirit. Now hold on, I know you and me, we're old friends, been through a lot together. This is what you've just said to me. Stop. We'll listen to a lot you say, Mike, we'll follow you a lot of places, but we're not going there. Right? We don't mind being baptized, but when you start about being filled with the Holy Spirit, we're not going there. We're Baptists. There's a reason we're not those people. The people you see at late night TV. We're not pew jumpers. We don't do that. Okay, if you think we're going to get filled with the Holy Spirit and do a lot of that Baptist exercise, gymnastics, we're not doing that. In fact, we're so afraid that we maybe thought that we are like that we have given up substantial parts of our birthright. We've seen people mock healing on television. So we don't want to be like that. So we have given up praying for healing, haven't we? Even though if I ask you, can Jesus heal? Yes, he can. Yes, he can. But we won't pray for that. Why? Because we're afraid we'll be confused with what we have seen on television. Now, I know there's a lot of misuse. I know there's a lot of abuse. But let me ask you a question. Do you know of anybody who is filled with the Spirit? Really? I think you do. Let me give you a couple of suggestions. One, Jesus was filled with the Spirit. His mother Mary was filled with the Spirit. Peter was filled with the Spirit. Paul was filled with the Spirit. Barnabas was full of the Spirit. He's the only guy in the New Testament who doesn't leak. Everybody else has to get filled up all the time. Barnabas is full. Okay, Elijah is filled with the Spirit. Moses is filled with the Spirit, right? Now, let me ask you a question. Any of those, that's just off the top of my head here, just real quick. Of any of those people, did they do anything weird? Because that's what you're afraid of, isn't it? I'm going to get filled with the Spirit. Jesus is going to do weird things with me. I don't want that. Okay? No. Did they do anything weird? No. They did things with power.